What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to show you guys how to fix a crack in a wall. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so we've got a crack up here on the wall right above the door jamb. Now you can see here the crack goes right up above it in the corner. This one here unfortunately is a structural issue. So this house here is up on piers, which means there's a lot of shifting and movement going on. It's a fairly old house and this one here will more than likely reoccur in the future. There's not that much that we can do without removing the door jamb and the wall in order to give it a bit more structural support. So what we're going to be doing today is showing you how to patch this area here, fix this crack and give it the longest amount of time possible before it possibly cracks in the future. Now this is unfortunately the fact that a lot of people don't like to hear, but this is the truth. What we're using today is fiber fuse. So whether you use regular paper tape or mesh tape, which I've always used in the past, I'm trying to use fiber fuse on a few different areas, test it out and experiment with it to see just how strong it is, because fiber fuse claims to be 76% stronger than regular paper tape. We've got a roll of fiber fuse here, but this one here is so far pretty interesting to use. I'm going to be running a few experiments as well to test it out and see how strong it is. But whether you're using paper tape, mesh tape or fiber fuse, the process is going to be exactly the same. So let's get straight into it, guys, and I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is open up this crack just a little bit more so that it can accept the compound. So there's no point putting compound right on top of the crack because it's not going to actually go into that crack and fill it. So run your knife all the way through that crack. Opening it up, you'll notice there's a little V here. Run it back the other way using the V, and that's going to open it up nicely for you. Make it nice and wide. Just follow it all the way down. If there's any loose material, remove that as well. All the way until the crack feathers out into nothing. So you can see here, there's nothing left right here. Now I've shown you guys previously, I like to personally do this. I find it helps increase the life of the crack before it starts to spread again. So I'll just put a little intersection up here, cut that little section there out, and that's gonna hopefully give it as much time as possible because it's no longer gonna give it a pathway to travel in. The crack will wanna naturally travel back in that same path. Putting this little intersection here, in my experience, will help alleviate that crack from traveling up any further. So now that we've got that all open, we'll just open up this section here, get it to go right to that intersection. Now you can scrape away any of that loose material. So now we're going to take our joint compound. In this case here, we're using Quickset. Make it a little bit easier. Fill that crack in. Make sure you push it all the way into that crack. Completely fill it. Put a slight little bed on there. Measure it up. Cut a little piece off. It's really nice and easy to tear this by hand. Lay that one there over the top. Press it down slightly. Now we're going to go straight over the top of that. Now we're a little bit limited with the amount of space here. So we'll just let this one set. Once the area is dry, give it a light scrape, knock off any high spots that you might have. Then we're going to go again, bring it out a little bit wider this time. Now we do have a limited amount of room here. Now we'll let this one here dry. Once it's ready, give it a light sand, and then we should be ready for painting. And once the area's been painted, this is what it ends up looking like. So the crack has completely disappeared, nice and flat, nowhere to be seen. Hopefully using that fiber fuse is going to give us the longest amount of time possible before it possibly reoccurs in the future. But that fiber fuse, by the way, is really user-friendly, really nice and easy to use, to tear, to put the compound over the top and to keep it nice and flat. It actually works very, very well. So I'm very happy with the way this one here was user-friendly. Hopefully it lasts a long time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video and you've learned something new. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.